What's up, guys? Sand7 here, and Cupid in depth. Alright guys, I got a Cupid to give away for iOS and for Android. Now, go ahead and click that annotation on your screen right there to enter, and that is Legend Is My Name's channel. He does a lot of great CC content, so guys, go check out his channel, and you'll notice that the first one up, well, that's the Cupid giveaway. Let's talk about Cupid. Why is Cupid important? Well, that -1 next to each of those skill levels is the number of attacks less that it's going to take to proc. So you can see at 1 of 9, right, when you get Cupid, then the key skill levels to get it to 4 of 9, 7 of 9, and then of course 9 of 9. What else does Cupid do? Well, my Pumpkin Duke's 3 of 5. Spirit Mage 4 of 5. Druid 3 of 5. What my Cupid at 5 of 5 Revitalize does is it makes them all 5 of 5 heroes. It takes a Sprint Reaper and it turns it into close to what my Spirit Mage at 5 of 5 would be when it procs, because Cupid is buffing that energy. Not to mention the attack that Cupid buffs. Now, what I'm going to do is go through and I'm going to show you different game modes with and without Cupid. Well, we got the boss right there, and being a perma-stunner, well, I usually wait, and this one I'm not using Cupid, but let's go ahead and talk about how you get Cupid, guys. Cupid is a gem-only hero that is hard to get. It is rare to roll a Cupid. Now, well, I'm just going to throw in a couple rolls, and I'm not going to roll Cupid. Maybe I'll get lucky and, oh yeah, baby, Ninja. That's what I'm talking about. Got a good talent because, well, talent adds might. Every talent level is 20 might, but no, 1 of 5. Either way, be some nice extra might. And we're going to go ahead and feed that to the Reaper because he's going up. And guys, next video, it'll probably be a combination of Reaper and a Mortep in depth. But let's go ahead and get into the boss, and let's show you what it looks like without using Cupid. Now, what I have to do is time it so I can get all the stuns off, and yes, it is an executioner, guys. He can be used because he does stun, but, well, I don't have his skill leveled up. And in this series, what I'll do is I'll probably also go into heroes like the executioner, and there's and heroes that are not legends, but can be very useful for the boss in getting a perma-stun. Okay, well, what you're going to see is, well, I'm not looking so good right now, and I've already lost that executioner. But the problem is I have to time it so perfectly. And you can see that I'm using all the other heroes that I would normally use to get this to take care of the boss. And right after this, I will show you what it looks like when I do use Cupid versus the boss. It makes it so much easier. It really does. And there we go. Didn't have the right heroes in before, but now I do. And what you're seeing is basically I have 5 stunning heroes and a buffing hero with Pumpkin Duke. From there, well, I should be able to time it and go ahead and last that full 3 minutes, but it's extremely difficult. If you watched the free-to-play video on my Smurf, where, of course, I do not have Cupid on that account, I was able to go 3 minutes versus Tier 1, but I was lucky. Extremely lucky to do so, and I have not done it since. Now, this is probably my best drop out of all of them, and I get the timing a little better, and really what I'm trying to do is stagger the heroes' time to come in so they don't all just proc at the same time. And there we go. Okay. Not looking too bad. And there goes. Minutes are not look. Okay, never mind. Maybe that's not the best one. Well, we got some more time. We're going to go ahead and drop and continue to try this. Now, this is why Cupid is so vital for the boss. It just makes things so much easier. You're going to do so much more damage. And so, when it comes to, is Cupid a necessary hero for the boss? Yes, 100%, yes, you want Cupid for the boss. Now, in other game modes, raiding, dungeons, do you need Cupid? Well, we'll find out in a bit when I get to that, because I got gameplay for all of that. Also, Here Be Monsters with and without Cupid, or not with Cupid, but without Cupid, because I think you've seen enough Here Be Monsters with Cupid on my account. Okay, so here's a boss fight with Cupid. Let's see how this looks compared to without. You can see without, I'm hitting, I'm going out, going in. It did 10 million damage. Not so great. Well, this one, here we go. And this is the last boss fight where Tim was in Niggy and Friends. But on this, I just dropped Cupid first. My champ becomes a perfect insta-stunner because, well, he's a 4 of 5 Revite. But with that Cupid, it makes him instantly 5 of 5. And we're going to go ahead and just speed this up in just a second. You can see that boss is starting to move, but taking Cupid, getting time to rev up. Now, what are good talents for Cupid? Obviously, 5 of 5 Revitalize is the talent I recommend. It is a talent that can save you thousands of dollars on talent rolls if you plan on making a run in the arena. Because like I said, what 5 of 5 does is it turns all those 3 of 5, 4 of 5 Revite heroes into 5 of 5 Revite heroes, as long as you're running in the same lane. Okay, so what other talents are good? Well, Berserk, while there is a cap, it still can help you get to Cupid's first proc a little bit faster in the arena and in the boss fight. Now, you're not going anywhere deep in the arena with Cupid and Berserk. Now, Cupid at 4 of 5 Revite is a very interesting talent. And if you do have perfect talents on your other heroes, say 5 of 5 Revite on Spirit Mage, that 4 of 5 Cupid Revite can be absolutely amazing. Now, I don't suggest talents that are for dungeons, that are for raiding, because it's just not needed. Here's a run without Cupid, and what you're going to see is this is my speedrun line. And it's still going to be rather quick not using Cupid, but not as quick. You can see it's going to end at, well, about 15 seconds. Now let's run it with Cupid, and I'm going to drop it here and just run 5 heroes to just show you that Cupid's buff is going to make Pumpkin Duke stack more, and boom. Minotaur, when he procs, it's just dead because Pumpkin's got a double stack with Cupid's damage stack on top of it, and it just sends it. Well, let's go into the arena, and let's just take a look at a couple defensive challenges here. And what you're going to see is, well, when Cupid procs, that means my entire team procs. That's huge. Well, here we got the next one. And what you're going to see again is everybody procs at once, and that just means game over. That's what Cupid does in the arena. Now, let's take a look at an open lane. And in an open lane, my Minotaur is 5 of 5, but, well, my Pumpkin Duke, my Druid, my Spirit Mage, they're all at 4, but look at that. First attack for Pumpkin Duke, boom, he's proccing, it's going to be game over. All right, well, let's go ahead and try it. We're going to run a match, and we're not going to use Cupid. Let's see how we do. And let's go ahead and get Minotaur in there, make sure he's all the way up front. You got to make sure to get that placement correct, because that middle lane is a bit longer than the bottom lane, and everybody runs low, and we're going to go ahead and skip that Cupid and see how we do. Because even with Cupid, if my Minotaur doesn't proc first, it's going to be a loss anyway. So let's make sure to get that first stun in with Minotaur, and, well, can we win without Cupid? Did get the stun in. All right, well, Spirit Mage is proccing, Reaper's proccing, but not only am I missing the damage, but, well, I'm just dying because I don't have the additional buff of damage, and the proc timing, it's just all off. Druid's not getting that energetic buff at the same time. Now let's go ahead and put Cupid in there and let's see what happens. Got the open lane again. Just got to make sure I stun first, and we should be good. And do we get the stun? Do we get the stun? Yeah, baby! Get the stun, and there it is. You can see that, well, getting all those buffs, and then all their heroes are dead because that second proc comes so much quicker because of Cupid. Now that's when that 4 of 5 Cupid with a 5 of 5 Spirit Mage, you're getting a double proc, and when I mean a double proc, it's 2 attacks, 2 procs. We got one more turn, and we're going to go ahead and run in the bottom lane because I know I'm going to run into someone because no one uses any other defensive strategy. Okay, yeah. Ramble over. And there we go. We get the stun, and from there, because Cupid goes off, they just die, going through them like butter. And also, well, here we are at the shrine, and it's going kind of slow, but as soon as Cupid procs, boom, gone, game over. Okay, let's grab some magic and let's head out and raid without Cupid. Now, raiding without Cupid, can it be done? Of course it can. When it comes to raiding in dungeons, Cupid, you know, it's not a vital hero. It helps. Cupid definitely does help, but you can live without Cupid. It's not a big deal. It's not like losing Minotaur or Spirit Mage, which those two are just incredibly valuable for raiding. Now, I had a little bit of sloppy magic placement, and I did lose Pumpkin Duke, but having Cupid in instead of Thunder Gun, I'd probably save my Pumpkin Duke there, but let's just go ahead and take a raid. In this one, I just, first raid in, I just dropped the heroes wherever I could and drop Frenzy, and I'm just going to walk away. Because with Cupid in, it just makes things easier, guys. It's not needed. You got to be a little more strategic without Cupid, but with Cupid, well, game over. I'm going to do a Here Be Monsters without Cupid, and I need to test this more because with I usually have, you know, I struggle a bit. And I am beating it more than 90% of the time, luckily. So I want to see what it does without Cupid, because this round I'm running without Cupid, and it's making me think, do I really need Cupid? And we get the spawn on I2 right in that same spot, and the trouble there is Spirit Mage is going to take all the aggro, and come on, save Spirit Mage, come on, there's the heal. The thing that Cupid's going to do in HBM to help you out, it's going to get to your Druid's heal quicker for the second time, because Cupid buffs that energy on Druid, getting to that proc in 3 less attacks at 7 of 9. So 3 less attacks, guys, at 7 of 9. That's huge. And here we go on I3, coming in on that corner again. And oh my god, Spirit Mage, that hooker's almost dead, but okay, thank god. On the side, Druid's right there full. Druid's going to go ahead and give that heal to Spirit Mage, which is a very much needed one. And heal, and oh no, she's out of range. What is going on? Alright, that's okay. That's okay. We're still doing good here. Thunder God proccing, and having Thunder God in there as opposed to Cupid gives me a little more firepower, because Thunder God, when he hits hard, and it's an AoE stunning proc. Alright, we got I5 coming in on the bottom. I love this spawn because their Spirit Mage is going to go down quickly. Mine's now got full health. Everyone else just flying through it, and boom, there it is. Well, HBM, Cupid's not needed either. So that's it for this one, guys. Till the next one, Sand7 out.